Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Karis K. Wilson, delay, deny, depose, here to discuss an important topic in organizational communication that's been brought to light by the ongoing investigation into the tragic death of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Reports have mentioned that bullet shell casings found at the scene were inscribed with the phrase delay, deny, depose. Today, I want to unpack what this phrase represents, how it relates to organizational practices, and why it matters in the context of communication and leadership. What does delay, deny, depose mean? This phrase is often associated with legal or bureaucratic strategy used by organizations to manage risk. It refers to practices where organizations delay, prolong responses to inquiries or claims to control outcomes or avoid immediate accountability. Deny, reject responsibility or claims to protect the organization's interest. And depose, challenge or dismantle opposing arguments to maintain power or authority. While these practices may serve short-term organizational goals, they can have significant consequences for trust, transparency, and stakeholder relationships. Several other things that we've been talking about up to this point in not just today's podcast, but many of the other podcasts. So, why does this matter in organizational communication? One, the erosion of trust. When stakeholders, whether they're employees, customers, or the public, perceive these tactics, it can erode trust. Communication strategies that prioritize self-preservation over transparency risk alienating those the organization depend on. 2, crisis management implications. In times of crisis, clear and honest communication is essential. Strategies like delay, deny, depose can backfire, escalating public scrutiny and damaging reputations. And 3, ethical leadership. Organizations must balance protecting their interests with ethical responsibilities to their stakeholders. Leaders who prioritize integrity and transparency often build strong, more resilient organizations over the long term. For professionals and organizations, these lessons here are clear. Communication isn't just about managing information. It's about building and sustaining relationships. When trust is broken, rebuilding it becomes exponentially harder. So, I want to wrap this video up by saying I am not presenting this information to suggest in any way that Brian Thompson is in any way responsible for the outcome that has occurred. But simply I'm trying to provide information for you guys as employees, as customers, as consumers, as stakeholder groups within the larger ecosystem of not just organizations, but just organizational communication practices at large.